Hello everyone, welcomes to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. There's a difficult road ahead for Kody Brown. Will Robyn abandon him? The star of Sister Wives, Kody Brown, is currently struggling after losing his son, Garrison Brown, who previously spoke on air about his problems with his father. Given that he and Garrison did have issues, Kody must be really depressed. He's most likely regretting everything that happened and hoping that things could have gone differently. While Kody is still here on Earth, grieving over a horrific tragedy that is absolutely devastating, Garrison is in heaven now, purportedly free of emotional torment after suffering with alcohol addiction. Kody was agitated, self-pitying, and unpleasant in Sister Wives Season 18. His mood changes were notable. On screen, Janelle Brown cursed at him. Their drama unfolded while they sat on the couch of her little rental apartment in Arizona. He would put on his brown leather jacket and run when things got too hot. Janelle was not happy that during the COVID-19 epidemic, Kody essentially cut himself off from her and their kids, especially Garrison. It was also disliked by the children. Although there is no one to blame for Garrison's suicide, Kody might be haunted by his son's problems. Most individuals were scared when the pandemic first began. It was such an odd era. There were no immunizations, people were dying, and basic supplies like toilet paper were frequently hard to come by. In response, some chose hypervigilance. They made the decision to withdraw and never left their bubbles. Kody concluded that the Brown family should practice extreme caution. He adhered to the strictest regulations, as did Robyn and the children they shared. Before being opened, mail has to be washed down with gloved hands. These rules were too strict for Janelle and her kids with Kody, so they objected. Their preference was to adhere to the laxer CDC recommendations. Janelle should have kicked their kids out of her house, but Kody wanted Janelle to keep them around because their kids wouldn't go. Janelle was right when she said that this was a terrible request. Kody believed he was acting appropriately. But there's a lot of mistrust regarding Kody and Robyn. As shown in the video above, there have been warning signs about this couple waving in the breeze from the beginning. It's possible that they utilized the pandemic as an excuse to spend time alone with their kids because they're so engrossed in each other. Kody was able to take an extended break from polygamy during the pandemic. Given Robyn's covert desire for monogamy, it's probable that she was pressuring her partner to follow COVID-19 regulations to the letter. His relationships with the other wives would suffer as a result. It would cause chaos and bring Robyn one step closer to her dream of having Kody all to herself. In the end, that objective was accomplished. Now, it's all backfiring. Kody was unaware of the severity of his son's issues. Although Janelle was aware of Garrison's problems, she was unaware of how serious they were. Garrison held part of his emotions close to the vest. Naturally, his parents would have gone above and above to support him if he'd opened up to them about how he was feeling. I could have moved heaven and earth to stop this from happening, especially Janelle. Even though the communication wasn't for her, she grew worried as soon as she noticed a troubling group text. To check on Garrison, Janelle texted him. After they had been chatting for some time, he left the conversation. That's when she had him checked on by someone. It's all so awful. Now that so many believe they destroyed their family, Kody and Robyn need to take a close look at all they've done over the years. They have to live with every decision they make and the consequences of those choices. There was little doubt that Kody and Robyn were partly to blame for the familial problems that beset the Browns. Robyn was Kody's favorite, and the multiple marriage turned into a nightmare for the other women. Children were impacted. Everything is very tragic, and now Kody and Robyn might start to betray one another. How are they going to reconcile all that has transpired? Together, how can they move forward? The man who mockingly referred to his previous wife as, is now deeply and agonizingly reflecting on his own words and deeds. Most likely, Robyn is acting in the same way. The fan base will continue to view Kody and Robyn as evil if they remain together. Fans are currently supporting and loving Janelle, but not Kody. Supporters believe that Kody didn't show Garrison enough affection. Following Garrison's death, one of Kody's Instagram photos received the following harsh comment from a fan. This is one of the kinder remarks made by the admirer, who believed that Kody had not provided enough emotional support for his son. There are some that are just searing. Supporters of sister wives are almost ready to hold Kody accountable for the passing of his child. Though it might be incredibly unjust, most people don't appear to believe he was a decent parent to Garrison. Consequently, he must be experiencing extreme remorse and shame. I'm sure Robyn is experiencing it too. She might occasionally question whether the hatred she receives is worth the marriage. Robyn might wish for a life in which she is not the public's worst enemy. Maybe she's not content with being a bad guy on reality TV. Although Robyn has previously been devoted to Kody, she has now started to criticize him more. He seems to be more in love with her than she is. There's no turning back Garrison now that he's gone. He was a lovely man who cherished his family. Garrison had a kind and compassionate disposition, assisted animals, and was a wonderful buddy to his buddies. He certainly had issues, but at this point, nobody should be concentrating on that. His positive traits are what need to be recalled. Suicidal thoughts are the result of an intolerable sort of sorrow called despair. There is an epidemic of depression in our society. Untreated or treated depression has the potential to be fatal. Individuals experiencing this level of hopelessness should be shown compassion, they should not be judged. Peace be with you, Garrison. Garrison Brown's friends demand that Sister Wives be cancelled. Several of Garrison Brown's friends are demanding that the popular TLC series Sister Wives be cancelled in the wake of his untimely death. The family and friends are currently going through the unbearable grief of losing a loved one, made even worse by the heartbreaking realization that he caused it himself. Everyone is obviously looking for explanations for his decision to leave. Everyone who knew Garrison Brown feels deeply affected by this. The ones closest to Garrison Brown are suffering the most, even though the whole Sister Wives group has been touched by his passing. Similarly, his friends and family are probably processing the unanticipated feelings that come with a loved one's sudden death. But frequently, there are no solutions. Sadly, the void that sometimes follows a suicide can shatter the spirits of those who are still alive. There's also no easy way to get over bereavement. It's a trip to wake up each day not knowing what the day would bring. It is difficult not to place blame and assign responsibility for the profound loss of a priceless human being, even if Garrison's family and friends, especially Kody and Janelle Brown, are probably going through a strange moment right now. Friends of Garrison Brown are undoubtedly suffering without him. Following his death, a number of his friends shared pictures and recollections of their beloved friend. Regretfully, it's evident how much Garrison will be missed by his devoted friends and family. But in light of his suicide, several friends are demanding that Sister Wives be cancelled.